This review is suggested by, I don't know how to pronounce that. Runner-ups, Ethan McClellan with Tammy and the T-Rex, because what the hell. Might do the leader. And maybe Tomorrowland for Brick Ramirez. On with the review. Mutant Aliens is a movie made by Bill Plimpton. Don't recognize that name? That's fine. He's not well known because he tends to work more underground and doesn't get a lot of attention from mainstream media. Hell, I wouldn't know about it if I wasn't requested to review this. His works are full of deranged animation, dark humor, and lots of porn. The guy that told me to review this knew I was 16, right? Your review drawn together. Point taken. Also, sorry for resolution, the only available video is in 360p, like the Stone Ages. The first thing you'll notice is the movie's style and animation. It's much more stylized and detailed than most animations because of scratchy lines and pencil drawings. Also, like other works of his, it's animated completely on 4s and follows anime's approach of detailed drawings, limited animation to make up for it. I personally never really cared for that style of animation. I feel as though the animation needs to, be actually animated. We have these principles for a reason to help give the drawings life, and it gets very noticeable and distracting like this. I will always prefer simplistic and decent animation to detailed and choppy animation.
At least our mouths move.
Hey, shut up. Give credit to nail the tone and focus of the film within the first 5 minutes. Aliens killing someone in gory fashion and things that look like vaginas but aren't. So this astronaut gets out of space and saying goodbye to his daughter and our main lead, Josie. But SpaghettiOs! The big bad corporate dude ejected the fuel from the tank and he went to blame it on Josie. Oh, how will she react? Will she cry like a little girl in the situation would? Oh, Jesus! I suppose that's one way to handle it. I have no idea why Earl here didn't just say the commander stranded him in space. He clearly caught on that it was him who did it, not Josie. Why else would be this entire speech in there? And he knew it was him because the entire plot of the film was exacting his revenge on him.
This movie has no plot. It's just an excuse to make gross out humor and bizarre animation.
Well, yeah. That's not entirely true. For instance, here's an interlude of whether or not Josie and her boyfriend will have sex in the observatory. And the stick imagery is totally necessary and plot relevant.
The breasts are fake.
Why, you bitch!
So they fuck and it's cut short when Josie notices a meteor coming down and realizes it's her dad. We go to Mr. Forber, who is planning to set up a giant screen in space to broadcast over 1,000 people for advertising. Also, these sections no dialogue are clearly meant for the animator to go nuts, especially with the section of Jesus song and sermon. Would this movie have a religious theme? Since Earl crash landed during it, would he be seen as someone who would sacrifice for the greater good? Would there be a theme of playing God or questioning faith? No! Never brought up ever again. So, Earl goes into his meeting with aliens. I would go into him fucking a nose and fighting fingers for a set of lips entertainment, and trust me, that's insane as it sounds. But the entire segment goes on for a good 15 minutes of the film, and it's not, needed. The idea behind it is to gain the public's trust.
What a load of bull.
I don't believe it.
But the public already knows who he is. Why would they be distrustful of him? So they have a press conference. It's revealed the alien isn't an alien, but a giant flying fish mutant. Earl meets Dr. Haber, where Josie reveals he stranded him in space. But he already knew who he was, whatever. They get into a fight, and when he's cut off from telling everyone what happened, he calls in help. Okay, so it's revealed that he was crossbreeding animals in space to create mutants to get revenge on Dr. Haber. This is what I mean when I said the alien's lie was unnecessary. You could have easily had the celebration be about a guy lost in space returning home. And what I mean by pointless, I meant the entire segment we got was entirely unneeded because it's not real. He could have just said that he found some aliens and helped him get home. The crossbreeds get kidnapped and it looked like a boyfriend who I cared so little about I didn't bother remembering his name. Looks like he's dead, but nope, he's fine. Somehow. Okay, but the dad actually dies and it's up to Josie and the boyfriend to save the day. And they do, and the boyfriend blows up the ad ship and they get engaged. Happily ever after. Speaking of pointless, there's no themes about revenge or greedy corporations or justice or anything. Despite the film being capable of having any of these to work with in the narrative, in a bizarre way, that's kind of refreshing.
What?
Look, you know how much I hate the shocking just to be shocking plug that's overall law of adult animation. And this movie has literally no reason behind anything it does. Yet I kind of enjoyed it. What? I think the humor here works better than other shows like this because of how much fun it has with it. It's meant to be a spoof on B sci-fi flicks, and it plays absurdity so straight that you kind of get into it. It's like a cheesy action movie it's trying to spoof. Recently I've been watching One Punch Man, and I think I realized what kind of humor like this works. Have an absurd concept, ramp it up to 11, play it completely seriously, and have the most deadpan reactions. They're both affectionate parodies and clearly love every second of it.
So, you actually like this film?
I'm ashamed to say yes. However, let's be fair, it's not that good a film. Like I said, characters are forgettable and not fleshed out, pacing meanders, very little in terms of structure, and has an obscene amount of gross out in porn. And I enjoyed its fun, campy, and ridiculousness. It's a guilty pleasure if there ever was one. And since I've ruined all credibility for the time being, you two can take the next review by yourself, right? What? Okay, goodbye, good luck!